So starting the test drive in this Escape plug-in hybrid, it's a pretty peppy vehicle. If you're just trying to get something that's quick without the EV, without the battery being charged, or if you want something that's still pretty quick when it uses the engine as more of a generator, this is a pretty good way to go. And part of that is just having the eCVT. When you have the transmission kind of tuned to handle instant torque, that's what you're able to get, and it pulls very nicely. And then you're still able to get that up to 40 miles per gallon driving around town. Of course, with the regenerative braking and all of that, that's what helps get that number so high. But it's very easy to not have to use gas in these plug-in hybrids. That's one of the reasons I like them so much, is because you get the best of both worlds. You still have a hybrid when you're not on a full battery or your battery has no charge. But then if your battery's on a full charge and you're just driving around town or whatever, you're not having to kick on the gas engine. So that not only helps with your fuel efficiency, but also with the maintenance in terms of your engine. So my Pacifica hybrid has about 55,000 miles on it. It's probably had 2 or 3 oil changes because I use the EV pretty much every day, that 30 to 32 miles per charge. And then everything else is used just when I take road trips or I have to go on longer journeys, things of that nature. Now overall, I do like how this drives. I feel like my Pacifica hybrid, and not saying that this is comparing apples to apples, but I just like to compare what I know. My Pacifica hybrid rides just a tad smoother than this, but it's not as efficient, especially in the gas only mode, because you do have the 3.6 V6 as opposed to this 2.5 4-cylinder, but still relatively around the same acceleration. I feel like the Pacifica feels a bit faster. Of course, it is a V6, but it does have more of a mass to it. But I do like how this drives. I wish it had charge on it so I could test out the acceleration in the EV mode. Now this is one of the easiest plug-in hybrids I've driven, just because it really drives like a car to begin with. But then just having the regenerative braking, how everything else is set up, this pedal doesn't feel as wishy-washy as my Pacifica hybrid does. It feels like when I hit the brakes, it's gonna stop accordingly. It doesn't kind of keep coasting and then I have to hit the brake harder. So in the sport mode, it tends to rev a little hotter, even with the eCVT, which is fine. But we're gonna give it a nice pull here, getting on the interstate. So not flooring it by any means. And I'm gonna set the adaptive cruise up now. Lane centering. If I can get it to kick on, there it goes. But I want to give one more thank you to Ford of Franklin for allowing me to review this Escape plug-in hybrid today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to get the best possible price on an Escape plug-in in your area, click on that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out your info. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on a new Escape plug-in or any new vehicle you might be interested in. And again, here at Ford of Franklin, you do have the lifetime powertrain warranty included with your new vehicles that are gas powered. It doesn't cover EVs or the EV part of the vehicle, but it'll cover the 2.5. I want to say it covers the conventional part of the CVT, just not the electric motor or the battery. But I mean, for under 42 grand, you get a lot here. And I mean, this thing is efficient and just a great everyday vehicle if you do a lot of commuting, or if you just want something that's fuel efficient and also just efficient in general with the EV technology. But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Ford Escape plug-in hybrid.